Late models are ready to fire off. Here we go at Cedar Lake. Everybody makes it through turns 1 and 2 as Hayden Tolson will go through the middle. It's going to be Chris Swanson and the number 88 machine. That's going to be Jacob Cannon to the outside as these guys are feeling out the racetrack here a little bit. Still a little slick here in the top of turns 1 and 2. Michael D. Carter in the 15 really in the wall in turns 1 and 2. You got Braden Carter in here as well as these guys are doing a pretty good job for the Super Late Model so far. 3 out of 50 is our 3 wide mid-pack here. Look out. Jamie Massey had to get hard on the binders at number 6 machine, and he's getting bounced around like a ping pong ball as pressing control into 7P to the bottom shelf. Got Debovich in at number 29 into the wall, and they're still 3 wide down to the front stretch here in the mid-pack. Oh, look out. Michael Carter, Jackson Dixon as they go door-to-door in the middle of 3 and 4. As Corey Jefferson at number 57, still you're up on the outside as he's currently in the 7th spot. All right. Choo-hoo! 4 wide off of turn number 2. That's a little scary. Jackson Dixon and Michael Carter. Here's Corey Jefferson up into the wall as well. Bangs the whole right rear into the wall as these guys are really racing here for the mid-pack so far. Check on your race leader as it's all going to be the 2N of Nolan Patrick so far out in front. Dawson Rutherford in number 5 will move into the 2nd spot. It'll be the 88. That's going to be Jacob Cannon. He's going to take a look to the inside. Rutherford into the wall. Cannon making a move maybe in turn 3 and 4. Not this time. There's the number 24, Kevin Walker and Hayden Tolson. And Chris Swanson still battle out for the 5th and 6th. Lane foils, there is a schedule. Big block modifieds are up next at Charlotte Speedway as you got Jacob Cannon and Rutherford getting a little racy as they beat and bang on each other going into turn 1 and 2. Rutherford going to stick it to the inside. It's going to be Jacob Cannon back up to the outside. They'll go door to door in the middle of 3 and 4 as the 5 of Rutherford will the side job in the middle of 3 and 4 as the 88 of Cannon will go back to the inside as they go door to door once again. Thank you for the likes and the shares, and here comes Hayden Tolson. 3 wide down to the back stretch. Tolson to the inside. Rutherford through the middle. Jacob Cannon. Oh, somebody lift out of it, please. And they're still 3 wide down the front stretch. Tolson with a 2-car slider in 1 and 2. And he'll hit the outside wall. Woo! As it's all Dustin Rutherford now hanging on as the 88 of Jacob Cannon will be up on the outside of the speedway. Hayden Tolson will fall back into the 4th spot with Kevin Walker in at number 24 in 5th. Here comes Michael Carter. He's going to throw a slide down to Chris Swanson. Carter up the hill at a 3 and 4 as we got 13 out of 54 tonight's Super Late Models. As Swanson going to flash, here comes Carter. He says, hold my beer, and drives right to the outside. Corey Jefferson had to get on the binders for Swanson as there's tons of action on the speedway here at Cedar Lake. So far, Nolan Patrick is driving away in this one as he's your race leader running 13.283. He's all by himself in clean air. As Jacob Cannon, here comes Tolson on the inside. Big slide job in 1 and 2 for the 2nd spot. It'll be Cannon as old Tolson hit the wall once again. I'm not for sure how much that right rear is going to be able to take that kind of damage as it's still Cannon holding on to the 2nd spot in the 88. Tolson got in the back of him, and here comes Kevin Walker in at number 24 from the A-Plus Environmental Machine as they get real racy. Single file nose to tail on the outside in turn 3 and 4. Tolson with the side job once again in turn 1 and 2. Puts the right rear quarter panel up against the fence. Cannon going to go to the inside. They rub doors in the middle of 3 and 4. Kevin Walker blocking Hayden Tolson as they rub doors down to the front stretch. As Cannon's going to get a good run to the outside of Kevin Walker. 18 out of 50 for the Supers as now Hayden Tolson will move into the 2nd spot. 19 out of 50, and now Tolson's got a 2.5 second gap to catch Nolan Patrick in the 2N. Good race in here. Michael Carter throwing some bombs to Chris Swanson as that's going to be that battle for the 6th spot. As Michael Carter, here's Swanson to the 171. Carter a little bit better off of turn 1 and 2. Takes a stand to the inside. Carter's going to get on the brake pedal as Swanson blocks the line. 21 out of 50. As Corey Jefferson in the 57J, he'll be on the 8th spot. There's going to be Jackson Dixon in the 53. He's going to hit the brake pedal for Kyle Brennan as he shut the door on him down to the backstretch. Jamie Massey in the number 6 ride so far in 11th. here for the Super Late Models at Cedar Lake. It's going to go to present control in the 7P for the 12th spot. Braden Carter missed the heat race in the CSE number 5 Star as he's currently running 13th. After that, it's going to be the number 40. It's Kyler Bronson. The 29 of Peyton Deveridge and the number 4 of Dylan Weaver as left down traffic is going to come into play for Nolan Patrick as we'll see cross flags next time by. Pork Chop, thank you for the follow. We appreciate ya. As Michael Carter in the number 15 rolls to the outside to come 3 wide down here on the backstretch at the 39 of Kyle Brennan. As it's going to be the 53 of Jackson Dixon for these Super Late Models. Massey to the inside as well in that number 6 ride. As it'll be Kyle Brennan at number 39. Dixon hard into the wall. As Massey trying to got a little bit of front end damage at number 6 ride. It'll be, these guys are just all over the speedway. A lot of hitting the brakes, a lot of brake checking. As Jackson Dixon got to slow up as well as we're at halfway to go. This is a bee's nest as Nolan Patrick's going to start seeing some lap down traffic here rather soon. Hayden Tolson closed the gap. It's down to a second already with 24 to go. Woo! 23 to go for the Super Late Models as Nolan Patrick's going to be your leader, but there's Hayden Tolson at number 327 machine as Dylan Weaver's going to be the first car on the lap down here this afternoon. Battle as we have our first yellow on the speedway for the 53 of Jackson Dixon. Wow, what a run. Ty Berry said best race in the last 2 days, and absolutely, as Jackson Dixon's might get a little help from Braden Carter here. As looks like Dixon to the outside. Braden Carter's right there, full tilt. You can see he's there. And they got a little bit of a squeeze job as both cars going to get involved. And Dixon's going to end up going around. Squeeze job there for Dixon there as 7P and Braden Carter. You guys are 3 wide down to the front stretch. Unfortunately, contact happened between you and Carter. The OPO meeting yesterday was not what... Oh, man, you were part of that, Pork Chop. Good to see you, boss. Oh, man, good to see ya. Well, I hope it worked out, man. This is me. Good to see you, bud. I believe we are double file 1 to green, I believe. This is me, man. Welcome to the show. Has the 2N of Nolan Patrick and Hayden Tolson going to take the Super Late Models here as we're back underway. I'm glad to met you, Pork Chop. Nolan Patrick going to throw the slide job in 1 and 2, and here we go as Tolson will take the race lead as they're going to go 3 wide in the middle of 3 and 4. Oh, man, 21 to go. Nolan Patrick might be struggling. Here comes the number 5 ride. That's going to be all Dustin Rutherford. As Rutherford's going to tiptoe to the outside. It's going to be the 15 of Michael Carter to the inside. Here comes the number 15 of Carter. 3 wide, 4 wide, all through the back of the field. Rutherford all over the back of Nolan Patrick, telling them to get out the way as Michael Carter slow rolls the bottom on the inside. Carter's got a good run in that number 15 ride. It's going to be Patrick back to the outside. They're going to go door to door once again in the middle of 1 and 2. Here comes the number 15. Oh, Carter. Carter gets around. Caution flag. Dustin Rutherford gets into the 15 of Michael Carter down to the backstretch. And there is a ton of damage with Dustin Rutherford. You're good. As the Rutherford number ride's going to be trying to go up here. These guys are just straight out racing. Rutherford was trying to get rolling, and he tried to force the issue. Gets under there, gets into the wall. Carter and company get involved, and both cars just get caught up. And then after the contact there with the 88 of Jacob Cannon, that just destroys the 5 of Dustin Rutherford for our second yellow here tonight. Carter Mock, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I haven't heard much of VLR here recently, J Mac. That's a great question, to be truly honest with you, man. Yep. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. Double file, going to be 1 to green. Double file, going to be 1 to green, guys. Field's coming around turns 1 and 2. Field's coming around turns 1 and 2. So, as we are ready to rock, Hayden Tolson is your new leader as we're back underway with 15 to go. 15 to go as Chris Swanson did not make it back out in time. Neither did Corey Jefferson. Unfortunately, he didn't make it back out in time either. And Peyton Deverich, he called it a night as well. As we're going to get back to the race in action. As Hayden Tolson, Kevin Walker. Here come the 39 and Kyle Brennan as our 4 wide on the 3 and 4. 16 to go. Kyle Brennan to 39. Big slide job. Big cut down by Kevin Walker. As Kevin Walker's got a good run in the middle with 3 and 4. Gets alongside Hayden Tolson. As Tolson will be down on the front stretch. 15 to go. 15 to go for the Super Duper late models here tonight as they're 3 wide and Jamie Massey. Here comes Braden Carter in the 5. As Braden Carter out of the Winchester Speedway out in the 604 late models. Now Braden Carter looking for the 4th spot. As Carter works at the bottom shelf, it's Nolan Patrick. There's Jamie Massey all over him. They're still rubbing doors, beating and banging all over the speedway, and somehow they all keep it together. As this is Cedar Lake for you, you do got a great battle for the race lead. How about Kevin Walker chasing down the 327 of Hayden Tolson? Man, what a win for Walker if he could track down the Pro Series driver and could get the win. As Tolson will be able to roll through the middle with 3 and 4. We have the 4 of Dylan Weaver going to be part of the lap down traffic as well. So Hayden Tolson's got a lot of things going on. Kevin Walker with a run off of turn number 2. His dad's in the air screaming for Kevin Walker. You guys are going to get the high five. 10 to go this time by. Can Kevin Walker get around Hayden Tolson? Mom or dad's in the chat for Tolson. As Dylan Weaver blue and yellow, sir. As Dylan Weaver will grab that blue and yellow and 9 more to go. Hey, thank you for the follow there, J Mac. Good to see you as this race continues on. 2 yellows once again. As number 327 to Tolson. He's got to wait around here, lap down traffic. Walker sees a moment of opportunity. 8 to go. As Weaver's in the tires, Tolson's got to get on the brake pedal, and a new leader of Kevin Walker. Dylan Weaver just ruined it for Tolson. Dylan Weaver just ruined the race for Hayden Tolson. No way. 7 to go. Dylan Weaver got into the tires and Tolson had to get on the brakes and opened up the door for Kevin Walker. As everybody's battling back down to the bottom shelf, Big Block Modifieds and Charlotte are next turner. As everybody's now moved to the bottom side here for the last 5 laps. Can you believe it? Lap down traffic strikes for Tolson. Oh, man, can he gather it back together and catch Kevin Walker? More lap down traffic ahead with 3 to go. As Kevin Walker, caution flag for Michael Carter and pressing control. Oh, man. Did Michael give him a door? Hey, thank you for the follow, Charles. Welcome to the show, boss. I think Carter might have gave him a door. Oh, yeah, he shut the door on him down to the back stretch. Carter's going to bring it up. And Carter's just going to feed him the old, here's the door. And then, look, there's a right-hand turn. Woo! Looked like Preston just turned right, went into the wall. Yeah, let's call it racing. Ah, why try Black Flag the 4 car? He's a lap down car. He's a lap down car. What am I supposed to do? Should have brought it. Double file, 1 to green. Gentlemen, double file. Going to be 1 to green this time by throughout the field. But that happens in real racing, though, doesn't it? Like if lap down traffic hits the infield and all that jazz. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks. As we're back underway, as Kevin Walker is going to be your leader going to the green. As here comes Kevin. No, Brennan's going to throw a bomb. Tolson into the wall. Michael Carter's going to get involved as well. Caution flag. Oh, man, these guys want to win it. And I'll tell you what. Oh, man, oh, man. No way. Wow. Kyle Brennan went for it. Didn't touch him until Hayden hit the outside wall. Oh, man. He skipped it right off that wall there. Look, he skipped it right there, and it put him off to the fence. Wow. Okay. 4 car? 4 car? Let me do this live then. Yup. Double file, 1 to green. Ah, man, that sucks. So now that's going to leave it to Kevin Walker. I got you. I'll do it live. What are we... All right. Going to be a white flag. We're going to go ahead and finish this as Braden Carter in the 5 will work to the inside of this one. You got the number 39. It's going to be Kyle Brennan. Kevin Walker in the number 24 machine as he will roll himself to the outside. White flag in the air. As we got Jamie Massey into the wall. White flag is in the air as Kevin Walker